guys, thanks for tuning in with Jewels and
Kelz.
the couple that gels. It's tired of me saying that. Woo! So anyway, we are on week four of our episodes.
I haven't messed up yet.
No, you are for now. So you know what we do. You know the drill. So today we're going to take out 2 questions.
2.
Just 2, and we'll go from there. So
Yeah.
I'll pick first.
Oh,
Ladies first.
ladies first.
Or actually, you pick, and then you ask me the question. Yeah. That's how we'll do it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. All right. What's the topic? Oh, my gosh. Okay.
Yours.
What's the topic? Ooh, individual. All right. Individual. So what's the question?
What's your most useless talent?
What? What is my most useless talent? Oh, gosh. Useless?
Useless.
I wasn't ready for that one. Oh, this is a hard one. What is my most useless talent? So something I'm good at, but it does nothing for me? Is that what it's asking me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't like that question.
You don't like that one?
No. Well, we got to answer it, though. What is my most useless talent? Guys, I'm stuck. Because everything I do is useful.
Oh.
Everything I do is useful. So what do I do that is useless? I organize, so that's not useless. What do you think is my most useless?
Oh, you're never gonna do that. You are not about to switch this one around on me. You must come up with your most useless talent.
What's the definition of talent?
Something you're good at.
Oh gosh, a root cause analysis. Good. That's not useless.
Did you say cost analysis?
Root cause analysis.
Wow. Yeah, you're starting from a real different angle of mine. That's a complete different angle than what I have.
Oh my, useless. Organizing is useful. Honesty. My talent is I'm honest, and it's useless because it gets you nowhere in life.
That is such a bring myself or bring the rest of the world down answer. How dare you? How dare you?
This is not going to be a good one. Sorry, guys. I don't have what?
Oh, you don't even possess a useless talent.
No, I don't. Let me see. Well, everyone is capable of improving. So there's things I can do better.
How about your inability to just like be able to go to sleep like a normal person?
No, that's not useless.
Yeah, it is. When it's time to go to sleep and you want to figure out the square root of 97 in the middle of the night for no reason. Pretty useless.
That's useful.
No, it's not.
See, that's the thing. I couldn't answer that because to me, that's useful for my job.
No.
That's useful for me every day. Get up and go, because I'm a go-getter. So it's not useless.
No. Sometimes you got to cut it off, champ. Sometimes, whop! It's time to cut it off. You can't even count sheep to go to sleep, can you? You turn that into an occupation too, don't you?
I can't count sheep.
Huh? You can't do that, can you? Yeah.
To go to sleep, I think I plan for my business and I think of where I wanted to go and all the things how I wanted to take off.
You know what I do to go to sleep? You know what I think about?
What?
Nothing.
I can't do that.
Yeah, I'm good at it. Watch.
Are you bragging?
Sleep. Just like that.
I can't.
Nothing.
So that's what you want to say. My most useless talent is my inability to fall asleep because I'm constantly always thinking of something else.
I don't like how your your useless talents just mean you're superior. I
You
like
said
that.
it.
Oh, okay.
You said it.
Okay.
All right, that's a hard one. Tell me, what's your most? Did you just name it?
No.
Okay.
I know my most useless talent.
What?
Is. My daughter will tell you in a second.
What is it? Oh.
Oh, since you know so much, go ahead.
Is it your inability to tune them out?
No.
When they tell you stuff, okay.
Don't let me okay you, because that is not a good thing.
I like that's one of my talents when people are talking to me and then it's something I'm not gonna argue. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think that's useless. I think that's useful. Because it keeps me in a good place.
Yeah, no, that's not useless. My most useless talent is the random, nonsensical information I know about certain things.
That annoys me.
Why I know the answer to some things, how I know the answer to some things.
I know how.
I have no idea.
This is a little show.
I watch a lot of, I call it garbage time. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
When I go into garbage time, a lot of times I end up on YouTube and I'll end up watching something random, like from, why turtles migrate this way during this process. And I just end up with a lot of just useless information and I consume a lot of it. And it's funny because there's a question that comes from out of nowhere and for some reason, I seem to know the answer.
Okay, so that's yours.
Yeah.
All right, that's a hard one. All right.
Yeah,
I don't like what you picked.
What's wrong with mine? That was good. What other useless talent? I gave you one of yours. Give me one of mine.
Oh, your ability when someone's telling you a story to act like you're but I guess it's not useless, but it's
to act like I care?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But it's useful because it keeps less stress for you. That's why I find all of our useless talents are good for something. It's good for you because it keeps you sane.
Yeah, because you could talk. I'll look you right in your eyes. You could talk to me for 45 minutes. I probably didn't hear one thing you said. But I and yup in the right places.
That is so terrible.
I will and yup you in the right places.
That is so terrible.
And I will not hear.
I'm not going to keep going on that one. All right. Oh, this is easy. Individual. Are you truly happy? We're going to do 3 questions. These are easy ones.
That's a wash on that one. Of course, that's a piece of cake.
Are you truly happy?
Yeah, 100%. What do you mean truly happy? With you?
Oh.
Or with the world?
Oh, okay. Now we're going deeper.
Is it with you or the world?
The world.
Oh, no. No, absolutely not.
Why?
No. Because people are dirtbags.
Kelly.
I don't know. I didn't use
Not all, some.
75%. At least.
Not the ones watching. Not the ones watching us.
5% of the people watching us are dirtbags.
No, oh my God, I'm not even. No.
I said 5%.
None.
95%.
None.
Some people are watching because they want it to go bad.
No, well. No, not you.
No, No. But yeah, as far as the world goes,
oh my gosh.
I'm happy. There. Hit that subscribe button. I definitely, as far as the world goes, with people aren't just looking out for each other. And I'll leave it at that because I don't want to get into all the intricacies of politicalness, Iran and Israel. People just don't look out and care for other people. Okay. And yeah, that's why I'm not happy.
If you ask me if I'm truly happy, I'm happy with life, but I'm not happy with some things in life. Like, for instance, I feel like I've worked hard my entire life, and sometimes it's frustrating to see where, when people look at it, they go, oh, you have a good life, you have a nice house, you have a nice car, nice family, right. But there's so much more to it. We work hard for that. So there is a part of me that's like, my goodness, some people do nothing. They just flash their ass and then they 100 million. And it's not necessarily about money, but they don't have the stress that comes with the other things, just trying to maintain something for your family. Even just maintain, even if I go nowhere, what is required of me to sustain even what we have as a family, as a unit, health insurance, right? Food on the table, just basic things. Takes a lot of time and it's a lot of energy. So sometimes I get mad with society and their expectations. I could go on and on about certain things. Right. I get mad about some of these jobs and what they want to call salary, right? Like, salary goes 2 ways. You give to the company, because a lot of times you give a surplus of 40 hours, but sometimes the company can give to you too. But I found throughout the years in the world, and I'm not talking about me only or me per se, but I've just experienced a lot of people when they work, if they're working and they're getting overtime, they're getting coins. They got this thing called even Chinese overtime for some salaried places where some jobs make you salaried. I don't have that right now. I've had it in the past. They make you salaried but you have to clock in and clock out because they want to make sure they get their 40. And then when you work over 40 hours, you get this thing called Chinese overtime where it's half of the half of the half, where it's like $2.50 an hour. But if you work 30 hours in the week, they deduct.
Who came up with that?
It's called, you can look it up. It's called Chinese overtime.
Is it allowed to be called? They say you get canceled for that.
No, because I tried to fight it. So I already looked it up way back then. It doesn't apply to me now. So maybe this was like 15, 17.
I'm saying calling it that. You can't get canceled for calling it that?
Well, that's what they called it back in the day. So we could look it up, and if I'm offending someone, I'm sorry. But that is what they called it, because there's different labor laws in China. So maybe that's why. I don't think that's offensive. That's the truth. There is different labor laws in China, isn't there? Because that's why people go over there and they have all their goods made in China because they don't have to abide by the things here. So it is. Rules, so that's right. So it was called Chinese overtime, and I looked it up and stuff, but you had to clock in. And then and over the years of seeing that in the world, that just is wrong.
Yeah.
It's wrong. So the people that just continuously work hard and give you a great output, a magnificent, serious output, I just feel like society keeps taking and taking and taking from them. They take from them so much that there's nothing left to give. And God forbid they see you enjoying yourself, then they want that time too.
Yeah. Why are you over there smiling? Let me get that. No, there's no one over there. I'm saying.
I'm not scared. I see my pink blanket. I said, oh shit. Remember we were talking, I don't mean to curse. Remember we were talking about Final Destination?
Yeah. Oh no, we're not gonna watch that.
I was like, who do you see smiling?
No. I'm just
now
saying
I'm
that.
spooked. You think I didn't sleep before? I'm not sleeping tonight. I am.
Here we
go. You just scared the heck out of me.
No. I'm just saying what you're saying about, whatever joy you have, they want to take that away from you.
They do. Now they stalk you on Facebook. You got a Facebook profile. They see that. Ooh, she's supposed to be working 80 hours, even though we pay her for 40. They're having too much fun in her free time. Like everything. I find society's doing that more and more to people, and they just keep taking. So I get angry with sometimes what I see happening. The whole taxes, why regular people got to pay 20, 30, 40% taxes, where we got, what's this guy's name? Elon Musk, and what's the Facebook, the Amazon guy? Mark Zuckerberg. Basil. And who's Mark Zuckerberg? Which one is that one? Facebook. All of them paying less than everybody else. That makes me unhappy because it's wrong.
I couldn't tell.
Oh. Those. So you asked about I'm happy with us, but that's why a long time ago I thought about getting into politics and stuff like that, because I want to fight for some of those things that are, but I just want to fight for some of, because those things are just common sense. Right. Wrong is wrong and right is right. Yeah. Why would a person who's working at McDonald's pay more taxes than Mark Zuckerberg? Why? Does that even, I don't care about the percentage, because to me it should be by a percentage. Why would that person pay 20% and he pays 0? He has more to give. Why at least not him pay 10?
Well, your 40% means you make 40,000 compared to your 40% means you make, 800 million.
Right. So if I could pay 10% of mine, they could pay 10% of theirs. Yeah. And I'm thinking about this because of anyway. Yeah. I don't even want to go there, but I already went there.
Yeah, you went.
I went. Sorry. So I'm happy about us, but I'm not happy about society sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, we need another happy question.
You trying to end on a happy note? You better go to the other side. You better not pick no more individual ones.
Individual. I'm angry.
Yeah, individual.
Did I come across as an angry black woman?
Yeah. Very.
No.
That vein in your forehead was...
I got a headache. Okay. All right. So, is this one card?
No, it's like 6.
Yeah, because I got to get choices.
All right. There you go.
Blah, blah, blah. Family. What family member outside your immediate family impacted you the most? Oh. You're supposed to answer. But I know my answer.
What family member outside of my immediate family impacted me the most? Mm-hmm. What would be immediate family? People in this house?
Outside your immediate, like aunts, uncles. I mean, I guess outside this house, because I think aunts and uncles, I don't necessarily think they're immediate if they weren't raised with you or you didn't grow up with them.
So this has to be somebody you didn't grow up with?
No, anybody who impacted you the most.
It would have to be my mother.
Outside of your immediate family.
That's what I was saying. So outside of my immediate family, wow, that's not easy. That's not easy at all. My outside my immediate family that impacted me the most. You got anybody?
I have for me. You want me to answer first?
Yeah, you go first.
Okay, I'm not gonna say any names, or any titles, but I have a family member who, when I was growing up, told me that I wasn't gonna amount to anything and no one was gonna love me, and that impacted me the most because I was damned if I wasn't gonna be somebody or be successful. So that was one thing. And I remember one time we were talking about working at a cousin's business that I thought that they were going to have. And I was like, oh, and I'll work for that cousin and I'll be their nurse because I'm a nurse. And that family member started laughing and saying such and such would never want me to work for them. And I was a child. I wasn't even like 12. I might have been 9 or 10. Mm-hmm. And that, as you can see, as soon as I read it, it stood out to me because I'll never forget that. I thought, how terrible for a grown adult to say that. At that time, that's not what I thought. Now I think that. But at that time, I was so hurt. Like, oh my goodness. Because myself and the other cousin were similar ages. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't like they were like 30 and here I am. We were around the same age, but just at that time they thought that I wasn't going to amount to anything and that particular person was going to be somebody. Mm-hmm. And honestly, it doesn't matter what your career is or whatever. Everyone is somebody. It doesn't matter what my job is, but just the fact that they said it that way. I could have been the receptionist for them. I could have been the nurse for them. I could have been the janitor. I could have been, environmental services. I could have done any type of work. Right. And so it doesn't matter per se. I didn't have to be the business owner. But when they made that comment that person wouldn't want me to work for them, and then they laughed, I was like, oh, I'm going to show you. Yeah. Because now that person would want to work for me. Yeah. And that person doesn't I couldn't apply for any. No, I could apply, but that person does not have a job that I would want. And so that stood out to me at a young age. And then, the comment that nobody would love me. That hurt. Yeah, that more hurt. And it impacted me because I'll never forget that. Mm-hmm. And it made me want to be a good person. But sometimes that's why these things happen. And you have to look at them like in a positive manner because it didn't necessarily hurt at the time and it hurt my feelings. But I think it helped me because it made me want to be a good person so that someone would love me, so that people would love me. So I was careful about my character. Right? Because when they said nobody would love me, then, well, I don't plan to be evil. I'm not going to be mean. I made sure. Not to love so I made sure that myself as a character, I was lovable, loving. Right. There you go. So I did that. And then 2, it made me want to go further in my career, to have a prosperous career, because that person was going to have like a real high position, we thought at the time. And I was like, oh, I'm going to show you. Right. I'm going to do the hiring. Yeah. So that had I have no ill will against them. I have no bad feelings towards them. That person that said that to me, I'm actually okay with it. But I've always remembered that. I've thought about it occasionally, and obviously I've never forgotten. I forgive, but I never forgot because I do have I'm gonna show you attitude. I've always had that. Like there's some people that they fight or they give in. I'm a fighter, so I don't give in. Right. So when you say something like that. So for some people, right. Oh yeah. And for some people, if they didn't have my personality, it would have probably been worse because that probably would have just tainted them and they would have been stuck with that. Like, nobody will ever love me. Right. I'm never going to be good enough. Suppose I didn't have the personality I had. You know what kind of shell and what kind of life I could have had if I took that to heart in a different way? Right. No. I mean, you weaponized it and you goddamn right. And used it to and used it to fight for your place. Yeah, so, that's what it's all about. I earned my place. Yeah, and I'm gonna show you. Yeah. So anyway, that was mine. Sorry, what's yours? Mine is. I was kind of wild. I was. You don't say. I was being a wild boy, and I was
I wasn't for the streets, but I was in them streets, and I was being a bit out of control. And I remember my Uncle Dave was hanging out with one of his homeboys, and I went over to his house, and they were telling me about, you know, how I needed to get my stuff together and chill it out before something bad happens. And I was just talking real tough. I was like, man, this and that and that and this and this and that. And I remember them just laughing. And I was like, what do you mean? And then they spent like the next hour explaining to me in explicit detail what happens to young boys like me. At that time, I was probably about 17, 18. What happens to young boys like me who get in real trouble and end up going to jail at that age, at that time, with those type of people. And that really rattled my cage, because I never heard of nothing like that. And anytime I think of getting in trouble, it always equated to me going home or getting in it. They was like, no, you're in the big leagues now. And when they explained to me what that really meant and what could really happen to me and what really goes on in those places, yeah, that was a game changer, complete game changer. And it impacted me severely. Severe impact.
Well, I'm glad you're not
changed
in
the
this
course.
street.
I was like, yeah, I was out there. I was on my.
I'm glad you're not in this street. In the.
You're not getting the sheets. Yeah.
Okay, you did that face like you got on your driver's license. You're silly. Okay. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. This was some serious questions today.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
We didn't get it as fun as this. This was a rough one.
No, but if we're gonna give advice to people, you know, I did say I wanted to start giving some advice in some of this. One thing I will say as adults is just be careful what you say to children and what you say to the youth, because obviously, even for me, it can have an impact on them.
And also for me, you could be helping them. So work on your message. Yeah,
and just be mindful and be aware of what you say and how you say it. Yes. It can be helpful, but it can also hurt them. For me, mine was helpful, actually. Yeah. And yours was helpful.
Yours wasn't meant to be helpful.
No.
But it was. Mine was meant to be helpful, and it actually did.
So just be aware of what you say. And that's it.
That's it.
Thank you. What is that?
That's my...
Okay.
Shasta.